Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
I cannot begin to even how grateful I am for this moment to be your rabbi and standing here. Back in December, when I was offered this position and I engaged it, for the past, give or take 7 months, I wondered what I would say to this congregation for the first time as your senior rabbi. I've been waiting for this moment, waiting to begin. Again, for 7 months, I've been watching online. No! I couldn't wait. Ask Rachel. Where's Rachel? Do we have it on? I'm going to make her come up and do the sermon. I'm getting in trouble tomorrow. I just couldn't wait for this moment to pray with you, to study with you, to begin this sacred relationship together for decades to come. And so after the past few months, especially when I was coming to an end in Birmingham and we were starting our move here, I asked myself this question: what would I talk about tonight? I mean, should I talk about the state of the Jewish world? And I know it's Shabbos, but after all, it's 1,000 days since October 7th. Do we talk about that moment? Should I talk about Jewish Chicago? Should I talk about BGBE in this moment of transition and change? I mean, the answer to all these questions, yes, and absolutely yes. And we will eventually talk about all that, I promise you, but just not tonight. I want to talk about something completely else. A big story. And what I want to talk about is the wedding tonight to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. I really didn't know how that one was going to be delivered, so just feel bad for people living in Midtown Manhattan. I heard both sides. For what it's worth, I wasn't invited, so we can take about that. No more jokes. But I want to talk about soccer. The World Cup. Because over the past few weeks, I think all of us have seen something truly remarkable in American society. And people are gathering together throughout this country, watching soccer, but it feels different. It's electric. And all of a sudden, Americans, whether one's a Republican, a Democrat, a Libertarian, regardless of where we live, we are coming together as one country to celebrate our national team. But here's the thing. It's great so much that we are finally coming together for this brief time. But I've been amazed, cavelling of joy about how the world is discovering our country. And for the first time, and probably my only time, will I praise the use of social media. Because over the past few weeks, we've seen visitors from all over the world come to this country. They're posting about what? Not only the stadiums, the games, they're posting about us, Americans. They're posting about how friendly we are. We're buying people's meals. strangers talking to strangers, helping someone with directions, how big everything is, choices, finding food every corner, how alive the cities feel, how people from every nation, every background, every language, and every story can stand in one place and somehow belong. They are posting about our supermarkets, going to Costco, our restaurants, and I know we complain about traffic, but they have noted that we have the best infrastructure in the world with regard to the interstate. And my favorite, this might be new for all of us, the amount of videos we've seen of visitors going to Buc-ee's. Do you guys know what Buc-ee's is? Buc-ee's, who doesn't know what Buc-ee's is? Raise your hand. It's the greatest gas station in the history of the world. I think it's almost the size of like a city Target. They got everything there, everything you could possibly imagine. Food, chicken, brisket, you name it, and they're coming in. They have clean bathrooms, they have a wall of Slurpees, but they're enamored by it. And for those who want to go, unfortunately, there's not one in Illinois yet, but there's one in Wisconsin. I don't know where Oak Creek is, but apparently it's an hour and a half north. It's near Milwaukee? Okay, we'll ask Pinsky and Sid Siegel, all my Milwaukee connections, okay? I'm going somewhere. I promise I'm going, but they asked me from Buc-ee's that I would do a plug, and I just did. Okay. But here's the thing. For this 3-week period and soon to be 4, I've talked about so many times how when we watch cable news, we need to get an affirmation of our beliefs. We watch one side to remind ourselves how right we are, and we reject to listen to the other side. And this has kind of been the ethos of contemporary American society. Just fuses anger. But here's the thing. What we watch in the news before the World Cup, it's not the story. I know the challenges are real. I know the divisions are real. And I'm not trying to pretend otherwise. But the news is not the whole story. And tonight, we are approaching 250 years of this republic. And I believe we're seeing something important. In my opinion, we're seeing America display its true potential. I never believed in the idea that we Americans are a perfect country because we are imperfect people. But I do believe this country is truly a remarkable country. A country where freedom still matters, a country where religious life can flourish, a country where Jews can gather publicly on Shabbat, sing Hebrew prayers, teach Torah, support Israel, do mitzvahs, argue passionately, build institutions, rear children and grandchildren with pride, and we still believe and hope that tomorrow can still be a better day than yesterday. And after 250 years, this is something that we do not take for granted. And we are grateful for the freedom that this country has given us. We are grateful for the opportunity to build Jewish life openly and proudly. And I know that my studies have been on contemporary anti-Semitism, especially for the past 10 years. But I can still say this despite what we have experienced. The supermajority of Americans are good, and this is still the best country to be Jewish outside of the land of Israel. So when I see people come in here from all over the world, these people are seeing our country, experiencing our energy, our generosity, its freedom, our friendliness, and our possibility. And maybe these visitors are reminding us of something we have often forgotten. that when we turn off the news, this country is still extraordinary. And at its best, America is not only a place, it is a promise. A promise that different people can live together. A promise that faith can be practiced without fear. A promise that communities can renew themselves. A promise that what is broken does not have to stay broken. After all, that is the essence of Teshuvah. Because the reason why I love this country and Judaism, they are together. The notions of American Judaism, they empower us to think freely, to worship freely, to speak openly, to disagree passionately. But as we were bound 250 years ago, and at that Sinai moment, they were still standing together. So as I begin your rabbi, what these visitors again have taught me is that Western enlightened values are worth celebrating. The freedom of thought, the freedom of religion, of speech, of human dignity, kindness, debate, complexity, and the belief that people can be different without becoming enemies. And I hope to use these ideals to help us with our moment of transition. I know that, and all of you know that. We're beginning something new together. And new beginnings can bring excitement. And I notice, and I can feel, also questions. The change can bring hope and shpilkadicks from time to time. But they can bring possibility and the tenderness of change. And tonight I stand here again as the first time as your senior rabbi in this Shabbos. And I want all of you to know that my deepest hope is that BJBE will be a place where people feel that they belong. A place where people feel seen, a place where people feel proud to be Jewish, a place where we celebrate God, Torah, Israel with joy, seriousness, depth, and love. And I realize for the first time that me standing here is not a dream. We are home for good. And from my family, we are so grateful, we are so humbled. And all of us are excited that this is our home too. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.